Have you ever gotten completely wrapped up in making something by hand? Maybe knitting, painting, building? You couldn't that you completely lost track of time. That's just not a creative moment. It's just something much more powerful. Today, I want to talk to you about crafting, a word that's often overlooked in our fast-paced, tech-driven world. But crafting is much more than just a hobby. It connects us to our roots, improves our mental health, and thrives in today's online society. I've reached both academic and popular sources to explore how crafting has evolved and why it matters much more today than it ever has. We'll look at three things. One, how crafting began. Two, why it's so good for our minds and communities. And three, how it's being transformed by the digital age. Let's begin with where we're crafting from. Crafting is as old as humanity itself. Ancient people crafted tools, clothing, and pottery out of pure necessity. According to Metropolitan Museum of Art, humans were creating pottery as early as 10,000 BCE, to store food and water. They were not just functional, they were decoration too, which shows that even today, people valued creativity. Fast forward to the Middle Age of Europe. Crafting became more organized through guides. These were groups of artisans, blacksmiths, weavers, and carpenters who trained apprentices and set standards for their work. Dr. Lisa Klein from Oxford University explains that guilds didn't just produce objects, they preserved traditions, passed on knowledge through generations. Crafting then was more about survival. It was identity, skill, and community. Crafting is no longer a necessity to people, but its value is very much increased, especially for our mental and emotional health. In 2016, studies published the Journal of Positive Psychology. Researchers found that people who engaged in creative activities like crafting felt more relaxed and followed more happier in the day. That's right, knitting a scarf or painting a mug can actually make you happy. There's even science behind this. Crafting often involves repetitive motion, which can create a calming, meditative state. The Craft Yarn Council reports that 81% of people who knit or crochet says it reduces their stress, and more than half the people feel less lonely. And that brings us to the social side of crafting. Crafting groups, both in person and online, are safe spaces where people can connect, whether it's quilting, circle, or a Reddit thread full of miniature painters. Those communities are very powerful, especially in a world where loneliness is growing such hugely. Crafting isn't just with what we make with our hands, it's what we build with each other. You might be surprised to learn that crafting is booming in the digital age. Websites like Etsy have turned into homemade items into big, huge businesses. In fact, according to Forbes, the global handcraft marketing was worth 700 billion as of 2022. People are making livings or even making at least a side hustle, selling jewelry, wordwork, custom wood embroidery, and more. But it doesn't just stop there. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram are all filled with DIY tutorials and time-lapse videos of people making things from slime to furniture. Pew Research Center reports that 59% of Americans have used social media to create a learning DIY skill. Technology isn't replacing crafts, it's making it more accessible. Even beginners to learn new skills, find inspiration, and become part of the global community of crafts. Crafting is no longer confined to a workbench or a studio. It's gone viral. So let's recap. Crafting begins as a survival skill. Over time, it becomes a tradition and art. Today, it's a way to improve our mental health. build relationships, and even launch businesses in digital economy. Crafting connects us across generations, across cultures, and across screens. And maybe the next time you want to pick up a needle, a brush, a pair of pliers, you'll remember you're not just passing time, you're participating in something much bigger, something ancient, healing, and alive. Maybe get on Facebook, look up DIY videos. Maybe go through and see if you can find something to do. Maybe call your grandma and ask if she can learn or teach you how to knit, crochet. Maybe grandpa wants to go build something in the garage with you. Maybe your kids would like to go out and make stones. You never know. You just need to go out and see what's out in the community for you. That's brushing, that's airbrushes, that's painting, anything that you can get your hands on that you're encouraging yourself to do. Maybe you haven't spent time with people. Social media has become a big thing for you. So go ahead, get on social media, look up DIY videos, YouTube, Instagram, all kinds of things will show you different techniques, different ways that people made pottery. Pottery's not a big thing anymore. You could make a pot, send it to somebody. Maybe they like it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they'll sell it. But then you've crafted something outside of just watching YouTube, just wasting time. A lot of life has passed by learning different techniques. We're not just surviving anymore with crafts. We're actually creating things. Different things to do different things with. Maybe you have yarn. Grandma donated. You never know. Something fun could come out of it. You could teach your grandkids. You could teach your mom. Never too old to learn a new technique. Never too young to learn. Just a simple video is as easy as learning how to walk. Just going out and doing something different. Crafts are my main source of everything that I need to do. If I don't craft in a day, I don't feel like I've done a single thing in a day. That's with my kids, that's with my husband, that's with everybody that I love. There's something to do with everybody that you love. Thank you. Have a great day.